Hey everyone, welcome back to the Stellaris tutorial videos. I want to go over the trade routes section of the 2.2 update for Console Edition. So I've kind of got a little bit of a handle on it. I've figured out a whole bunch of things that are happening with the trade value. So the first thing I noticed is you do have to have a starbase to claim trade value in a system. So you can't build a mining outpost on it. So what do I mean by trade value? So if you look at Elor here, there's a blue circle with a 1. So that is trade value. So this system has 1 trade value, and you can collect it via a trade route. So the star bases are the ones that'll collect that trade value, and there's a couple of things that you can do to help with collecting that trade value. So if you go into the system, and I've got this star base here, when we click on it, you can add a building called a trade hub on it, and you'll see that on the right hand side it gives a starbase modifier collection range +1. So that means that it will collect trade value one system over, so one hyperlane jump. So you can see VMAS here doesn't have a starbase, but I'm collecting the trade value from it. Zaurak has 2 trade value, and Bithia has 2 trade value. So that's the reason why I've ended up putting a starbase there, because I know I can put a trade hub in it and collect the trade value from the neighboring systems. And then when you click on the starbase again, come on, and you go down to trade routes, you'll see the route that it'll take from that starbase to the home system. So it's that white line of arrows all the way to your home system. At some point it looks like you can set where your home starbase is going to be, and that's where you're going to collect all your trade value at. And yeah, at certain places where these skulls are, if the skulls are highlighted red, you can lose trade value in those systems, and so you'll have to figure out how to defend against that. So you can do something where you increase the protection range, and those are other buildings that you can add onto your starbase as well. So if we go here in the modules, I've added a gun battery onto here. It increases the protection range by +1. So that means any systems within one hyperlane will be protected. You can go further and add more guns on. Like if I add another missile battery or another gun battery, it should, in theory, increase that range another +1. So if we look at this system here on the starbase, no, that one doesn't have one. Let's check another one. I have one set up where guns and batteries. There we go. Guns and missile batteries. So if we look at the trade routes, so you can see the protection range in the top left, it says protection range 2. So if you do need to go one more system over and protect your trade routes, then you can definitely increase the protection with multiple gun batteries or missile batteries. And it'll increase your protection value as well, the trade protection value. So I was having issues with the EJOC system and the crash system, and then I put the starbase in EJOC and added the gun battery to it, and it eliminated the threat in crash. And so I've kind of cleaned up all my trade routes. And so because this is the starbase that's collecting all them, you can see the different trade routes here. You know, just by highlighting them, you can go to each one, take a look. If you were losing value, you would see, let's take this Rasnum for example. So it's 11 all the way through, but depending on which system it goes through, let's say it was going through EJOC, it would have a little skull next to it, and then it would take away some of that trade value. It would decrease from 11 to 9 or something like that. So that's your trade value and how you move it around your system. So what does trade value do for you? So you want to go to your policies page, and this is where you're going to figure out what your trade value is going to do to you. So you want to go down to trade policy. So this took a little bit of farting around with all the different things that are new in the game, but I noticed this. And when you click on it, this is what the trade value is going to do for you. So trade value at the start of the game is going to start highlighted on wealth creation. So on the right hand side, you can see that each trade value collected earns an energy credit. So that's what I got a comment in the first video that was out. We were talking about balancing the economy. So trade value will, help increase your energy credit collection. And you can modify it. You can see the options here. So we've got consumer benefits, which will break it down to a half energy credit and some consumer goods, or half energy credit and Unity for marketplace of ideas. I love doing the traditions, and I want to get those ascension perks. So I always want to get as much Unity as I can, which is usually why I play a spiritualist race species. So anyway, so I've turned on marketplace of ideas. So now that all that trade value that I'm getting is generating me energy credits in Unity. And if I click on my home system here and I look at my total trade route value, so I'm getting 109 monthly. So half of that's going to be energy credits and a little bit of that's going to be Unity. So not too shabby. Yeah, it took a little bit of figuring out, but I did want to toss it up into a quick video on its own topic to let you guys know that that's what the trade value looks like. And yeah, if you have anything else that you want me to take a look at in future videos, just let me know in the comments. But hopefully this was helpful to you guys, and thanks for watching.